literally on the phone with Queen Emma, I made this exact joke about myself when I started describing it as furry and I wanted to pet it. And I think that I'm consistent. You can check my track record for favorite breeds of dogs. I like scruffy bearded beings. Next announcement. We might need a new category.
Segment. Being
List
put in the
Kylie influencer category. My body wants to reject it, but here's the deal. If I'm going to influence you about anything, it's going to be about philanthropic efforts. It's going to be about women in sports. It's going to be about how athletics shaped my life. It's going to be normalizing the ridiculousness of parenthood. And if that puts me on the power list of the 50 most influential figures in sports, okay. I still think there's probably a couple other people who are more deserving, but I do appreciate it. And also, just to be clear, the reason I'm concerned about being put on a list with elite athletes is because, guys, I played Division III field hockey. I am a NARP now. For anyone that doesn't know what a NARP is, it's a non-athletic regular person. The minute that I was done playing my senior season of field hockey, I became a NARP. So I have no business being on the same list with literally all 49 other people. Guys, cut it out. So to our friends at Sports Illustrated, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I will say it's slightly validating because it means that you guys get it. That the only reason that I got behind this microphone was to be able to talk about things that I feel strongly about, and athletics and sport is one of them. So, but I definitely don't think we hit top 50 over here. So moving on, the first day of fall is coming. So even though I just told you guys I'm not really a fall girly, that was for pumpkin spice, I figured I'd get honest about some of the fall shit our family is in on. This is where my basic bitch comes in. Fall, I love apple picking. I love it. I'm going to do it. And you know what we're going to do after we fill up our boxes and buckets? We're going straight to the pumpkin patch. You know what? There is something about a caramel apple from the little market shop after you've gone out and picked a bunch of apples fresh from the trees. Also, the kids love it. They love it so much. And we've leveled up to a point that we now bring a wagon for anyone who maybe isn't feeling into it, because we have 4 children, and anyone that has, even if you have one child, you know that you could do an activity and they are so into it. And the next time you go to do the activity, they're not into it. But when you've driven 45 minutes to an hour to go to this apple orchard, your ass is picking apples, whether they're throwing a temper tantrum or not. So we've leveled up. We now bring a wagon for anyone who is not into the activity. Last time it was Benny. Within, I would say 15 to 20 minutes into the activity, she got out of the wagon and started picking apples herself. It's so fulfilling to do something that's so simple, and yet you do it. There's no screens involved. No one's asking to turn on a movie. You're out in the fresh air. Everyone's walking. That's great for tiring them out. And we have had all of our announcements besides Finney's announcement at the apple orchard, because we kept saying that we were adding another apple to our orchard, I think is what we said. I don't actually know what I post, guys. I don't post often enough, and I'm not that invested in it. So take that, influencer. Also, not an a la mode girly. Do not put a scoop of ice cream on my shit. Do not put a scoop of ice cream on. This is a hot take. Don't you put a motherfucking scoop of ice cream. Don't put a fucking scoop of. It makes me so mad. If I wanted sweet cream poured over top of my dessert, I'd do that. Why are you going to get a scoop of warm apple crisp and then put a cold scoop of ice cream on top? What are you doing? Stop doing everything a la mode. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on when you do it to a goddamn brownie. Okay. Do we take the family on a hayride? No, they don't actually like it that much. When it comes to haunted hayrides, you can kiss my ass. Anything spooky, anything remotely scary, Wyatt is going to lose her effing mind. And then she's going to wake me up at least 4 nights in a row. Wyatt is not a spooky girly. She wants to talk about Halloween because she's convinced that her October 2nd birthday kicks off Halloween. She's not really wrong, but she does not like spooky things. So, for instance, my mom was showing her lawn decorations for Halloween to get the temperature check on whether or not Wyatt would still come to her house if my mom put these things on her lawn. So, spoiler alert, it was pretty much everything was a no. There was a giant spider with glowing eyes, and Wyatt looked my mom in the face and was like, why would you show me that? Was I a spooky girly? No. We went on a haunted hayride when I was in college with my field hockey team. And I specifically remember people could like grab your ankles while you were on the hayride. Like they would pop out of the woods and grab your ankles. Don't anybody tell him. I'm serious. Don't tell him. He kind of made it look good. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that because I'm still on the. He kind of made it look good, and that made me that made me more mad. And I do feel like Jason has progressed in his style in a way that he's gotten a little funky with it. The bluey 2-piece was a great. I mean, I wouldn't have even thought to go there, but he bought that. He had like a Daffy Duck shirt for the kids. But then like, it's such a skill to be able to make a bluey 2-piece, right? A short sleeve collared button up shirt and matching shorts. To be able to make that a thirst trap? You kidding? The Eagles did.
Travis Kelce's engagement to Taylor Swift set social media ablaze, with fans everywhere eager for the next chapter. And now, the NFL tight end is opening up about what's coming down the line, diving right into the whirlwind of wedding plans and the hurdles he's facing. On a vibrant episode of his podcast New Heights, where he banters with his brother Jason Kelce, Travis found himself in the hot seat when none other than Jimmy Fallon joined the show and cut straight to the chase. Are you working on planning the wedding? Is that the next move? Without missing a beat, Travis confirmed. Yeah, that's the next step. That's the next step. His voice full of energy. The moment feeling both real and surreal for listeners who have followed his journey from the gridiron to the gossip columns. Fallon, always quick with a joke himself, tried to ease Travis's nerves by reminding him that wedding planning could actually be fun, a chance to celebrate and enjoy, but Travis, never one to shy away from a challenge or a laugh, quipped, "That one's gonna be easy. I just gotta figure out how to win a football game first." He doubled down with a line that got the whole room laughing. It'll be easy compared to trying to figure out how to catch a goddamn football. The timing of this comment couldn't have been better. Given that the Kansas City Chiefs had just stumbled into the new season with 2 straight losses, landing them at the bottom of the AFC West, a rough start that weighed heavy on both the team and their loyal fans. The stress of professional football, the pressure to perform, the constant scrutiny of the spotlight, all of that seemed, in Travis's eyes, far more daunting than planning a wedding with one of the world's biggest pop stars. As the conversation moved to the wedding itself, Fallon pressed for more details, especially about the music and party vibes, and Travis, with a glint of excitement, hinted that music would play a major role in their celebration. "You know, with Taylor, music's always at the center," he said, leaving listeners to imagine the star-studded performances and unforgettable playlists that might be in store. As rumors swirled about possible venues and guest lists, Travis kept some cards close to his chest, but didn't shy away from sharing his enthusiasm for the journey ahead. A journey not just about love, but about merging two wildly different worlds, NFL Sundays and sold-out stadium tours. The episode quickly became a trending topic, with fans dissecting every word, every laugh, every subtle nod to their future together. The chemistry between Travis and Jason shone through, with Jason ribbing his brother about who would handle the more tedious tasks of wedding prep, from floral arrangements to seating charts, and Travis joking that he'd probably just show up and hope for the best. At one point, the brothers debated which of Taylor's songs would be the best choice for their first dance, with Travis insisting that he'd have to let Taylor take the lead on that one, given her legendary status as a songwriter and performer. The podcast flowed seamlessly from wedding talk to football woes, with Travis admitting that balancing two high-profile careers comes with its fair share of complications, especially when both are under the constant gaze of fans and the media. Still, his optimism and humor never wavered, even as he described the chaos of the past few weeks. It's like 1 minute you're trying to run routes, the next minute you're talking about wedding venues. It's wild, man. He described receiving texts from friends and former teammates offering both advice and good-natured teasing, with everyone from Patrick Mahomes to Andy Reid chiming in with their own suggestions for honeymoon destinations or bachelor party ideas. The conversation took a playful turn when Jason asked if Travis planned to write his own vows, and Travis laughed, imagining Taylor outshining him with her lyrical genius. "I'll just say what's in my heart and hope she doesn't turn it into a song later."